Thanks again for the coffee. This is the Lady Rough Riders, game number 2 up in Steamboat Springs. We'll be playing against the Colorado 14ers. All right, we're coming into the third period. Rough Riders lead by 5-0. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. All right, here we go. Game 2, third period. Stop clock is now 15 minutes. I was incorrect yesterday. The rules for the first 2 periods are run clock, and then stop clock. And that's why my negative commentary yesterday was around the scorekeeper not keeping their finger over the button. It's more me not knowing what I'm talking about. Face off, we have Ann up front. We're on a penalty kill at this point. Looks like we have Evelyn and Charlie on the back and M on that far wing. We got it back in the 14er zone, at least for a few seconds. Fourteeners were able to drive it back into our zone, but looks like we have another penalty on the Rough Riders. So that's 2 in the box at this point. Clock is running, so I don't know. Emily's still in the box for another minute, 17 seconds. And it looks like Ann is now visiting Emily in the box for 2 minutes. The clock's still running down. We're coming up at the 13:40 moment. Face off by Catherine, Sasha, and Maddie Benish. That is a short line. 5-on-3, where we don't want to be. Sasha was battling out on the backside. Maddie grabbed it. Maddie's taken across the red. She buries it after she gets past the red line. Catherine's off. Looks like Harper is on. I'm sorry, Mackenzie is on. I'm blind. 14ers decide to bury the puck behind our goal line, which gave us opportunity to pick up the puck. We are going to have no icing call. We're down to 12:30. Emily's going to be out of the box here in about 10 seconds. And still in there for another 50 seconds. So George is on the ice. She was able to get the puck out and around back into the 14er zone. Kathleen was going deep to put pressure on this short-handed penalty kill here. Shot toward goal from the 14ers went wide. We're now 4-on-5. It's like we have Kenzie taken out. She shot, but it went wide. 12 more seconds, and we are successful in this penalty kill. It's like we have Kat out on the ice with Georgia on D, and we're back to full power. Emily's back on D. Harper is back out as center. Harper's got it back behind their goal line, but there's 2 14ers. Maddie to Harper. Harper takes it across the blue. Shot toward goal, right into the glove, but it had too much heat, so it bounced out. There's a battle right in front of the net with the whistle blow. Goalie smothered it up. We're down to 10:45 in this game. Harper doing face-off out there with Catherine and Millie. Emily and Evelyn are out there. I'm sorry, Charlie's out there with Emily on D. Some back and forth here in front of the goal, and it looks like Millie put one in the 5-hole on that goalie. Rough Riders with 6 on the board now, 14ers with 0. 14ers are having a tough go at this tournament. They have lost every game. This is their development team. All the future stars of the 14ers. Down to the 9-minute mark with an icing call against the Lady Rough Riders. Ann's doing our face-off. M, number 64 in this near wall. Lindsay, far wall. Sasha, I'm sorry, that's Mandy Benish. Both of them are tall. And looks like Kat on D. Puck in deep on the 14ers as M puts pressure near the goal line and picks up, gets past the blue line. Maddie to Kat. Kat's looking for an open pass right across the center over to Lindsay. Lindsay picks it up, gets over the blue line. 14ers getting offside call as they didn't exit the zone. Eight-minute mark now in this game. Looks like we've got the same crew out there. Good face-off win by Ann. Battle over there in front of the Lady Rough Riders bench as Lindsay and Ann battle it with 2. Puck goes loose and slowest of slow Sunday driver puck there gets over to Maddie. She smothers it up. Looks like we have a face-off with McKenzie on point. Across the red line, picks it up after it bounces off. A 14er skate. 14er goes down, shot toward goal. McKenzie took that shot. Looks like we have Evelyn and Sasha and Emily out there. Looks like Sasha's playing forward. Sasha does a backhanded pass to Evelyn. Evelyn puts a shot toward goal, bounces off the post. With Haley centering pass right in front of the goal. Sasha picks it up, goes wide. Evelyn puts it in deep on this inside wall. Haley tried to get out into the center as McKenzie comes in to puts pressure. Icing call against Colorado 14ers at 6 minutes left in the game. So something to know is with tournaments, we need point differentials. Basically, as many points as we can on the board to help in case there's any additional ties in this tournament. So the girls should not hold back in this tournament. We need as many goals as we can. Georgia pushing it hard. She takes a red line shot on goal. Goalie did not smother it up. It's loose. Charlie took a great shot from just in front of this blue line on this near wall. Harper's trying to get a centering pass over to Catherine. He goes a little wide, gets to Georgia. Georgia takes the shot. Harper was looking for a tip in, but it went a little bit over the top of her stick. Charlie shot toward goal. Harper tried to pick it up, but it went a little bit wide. 14er is now taken across center ice with 4:45 left in the third period. Catherine taking a shot. Goalie was able to get a leg pad on it. Shot from Catherine goes high. Had good speed though. Georgia saves the blue line over in that far wall. Charlie tries to go one-timer, but she saves the blue line. 14er bumps into her, and another 14 pricked up and gets into her zone. There was a shoulder and some angry parents here next to me. They said there's no checking girls. Harper taking it solo up. One of the 14ers got a back check on her. She gets over to the wall. Who is that? That is Millie, pinned up against the wall against two 14ers. M came in there to help her out. There's some confusion on who should take the puck as it gets loose going right toward Maddie. I'm sure Maddie was asking what was going on. Centering pass from Ann across the ice up to Lindsay. Lindsay brings it into the zone. Cat saves the blue line once, gets over the second time. We have a checking call against the 14ers as they put Ann into the wall. Ann looks like she's doing all right. Not sure if the audio is picking up the angry 14ers parents. It's like the 14ers ref is questioning the call. I guess the questioning didn't work. The girl's in the box for 2 minutes. That is going to be the end of her ice time as we're coming to the 2-minute mark on this run clock in the third period. McKenzie on the face-off, number 23. Haley, 84, on this inside wall. Sasha on the outside wall. Emily, number 10, on D with Evelyn. And we have a penalty call against Sasha right at Rough Riders bench, blue line. She's in the box. I assume it was cross-checking or roughing, I don't know. All right, we're going to finish out the game with a 4-on-4. Ann doing the face-off. Emily gets it. She tries to drive it out of the zone as she gets pinned against two. Ann across the ice over to Evelyn. Evelyn across the red line, the blue line, going for a centering shot toward the goal, but it goes wide as the 14er was getting a stick on it. Passing and position matters a lot when you only have a 4-on-4 game here. We are down to 35 seconds on this clock. 14ers gain possession. Evelyn went in there and was able to get a stick on that puck, gets it turned over to Ann. Ann and Lindsay looking to get it across that blue line. It's across, 17 seconds left. Ann's got 2 on her. She tries to get it back behind the net, 10 seconds. Lindsay's putting pressure on. Charlie's holding the rear as another call on Lady Rough Riders at the buzzer. It's like they got Emily for a check. Some good love for Maddie. The girls are very excited. Again, we needed as many goals on the board as possible. We have our next game in less than 4 hours. All right, we'll end the stream here from Steamboat Springs, Colorado in about a minute after the good jobs and good games. It's good to see the 14ers coming out, playing to win. Right attitude. All right, that's it for our stream. We'll be back in about 3.5 hours. Thank you.